The Book of Ezra, Chapter 6. Then Darius gave orders, and search was made in the house of the rolls, where the treasures were laid up in Babylon. And there was found at Achmetha, in the fortress, that is, in the province of Media, a roll, and therein was a record thus written. In the first year of King Cyrus made a decree concerning the house of God at Jerusalem. Let the house be built for a place where they offer sacrifices, and let its foundations be solidly laid, its height 60 cubits, its breadth 60 cubits, with 3 rows of great stones and a row of new timber, and let the expenses be given out of the king's house. And also let the golden and silver vessels of the house of God, which Nebuchadnezzar took out of the temple that is at Jerusalem, and brought to Babylon, be restored, and brought again to the temple that is at Jerusalem, in their place, and thou shalt put them in the house of God. Therefore Tatnai, governor beyond the river, Shethar-boznai, and your companions, the Epharsachites, who are beyond the river, be ye far from thence. Let the work of this house of God alone. Let the governor of the Jews and the elders of the Jews build this house of God in its place. Moreover, I give orders what ye shall do to these elders of the Jews, for the building of this house of God, that of the king's goods, of the tribute beyond the river, expenses be diligently given to these men, that they be not hindered. And that which they have need of, both young bullocks and rams and lambs, for the burnt offerings to the God of the heavens, wheat, salt, wine, and oil, according to the appointment of the priests that are at Jerusalem, and let it be given them day by day without fail, that they may present sweet odors to the God of the heavens, and pray for the life of the king and of his sons. Also I have given orders that whosoever shall alter this rescript, let timber be pulled down from his house, and being set up, let him be hanged thereon, and let his house be made a dunghill for this. And the God that has caused his name to dwell there overthrow every king and people that shall put forth their hand to alter or destroy this house of God, which is at Jerusalem. I, Darius, have given this order, let it be done diligently. Verse 13. Then Tatnai, governor on this side the river, Shethar-boznai and their companions, because of that which King Darius had sent, did so diligently. Verse 14. And the elders of the Jews built, and they prospered through the prophesying of Haggai the prophet and Zechariah the son of Iddo. And they built and completed it according to the commandment of the God of Israel, and according to the commandment of Cyrus and Darius and Artaxerxes king of Persia. And this house was finished on the 3rd day of the month Adar, which was in the 6th year of the reign of King Darius. Verse 16. And the children of Israel, the priests and the Levites, and the rest of the children of the captivity, kept the dedication of this house of God with joy. And they presented at the dedication of this house of God 100 bullocks, 200 rams, 400 lambs, and for a sin offering for all Israel 12 he-goats, according to the number of the tribes of Israel. And they set the priests in their classes, and the Levites in their divisions, for the service of God which is at Jerusalem, as it is written in the book of Moses. Verse 19. And the children of the captivity held the Passover upon the 14th of the 1st month. For the priests and the Levites had purified themselves as one man. They were all pure. And they killed the Passover for all the children of the captivity, and for their brethren the priests, and for themselves. And the children of Israel that were come back out of captivity, and all such as had separated themselves to them from the filthiness of the nations of the land, to seek Jehovah the God of Israel, did eat, And they kept the feast of unleavened bread 7 days with joy, for Jehovah had made them joyful, and turned the heart of the king of Assyria to them, to strengthen their hands in the work of the house of God, the God of Israel.